Talofa, my loafers, how do you do? Talofa, my loafers, oh, I'm talking to you. Talofa, talofa, to you. Talofa, my loafers. This is your girl Afro Tene, but I also go by Desha Taleni, and I am of Black and Samoan descent. I live, I laugh, and baby, I love in Houston, Texas. My thing about being Black and Pacifica is that I can draw from both worlds. I can draw from tradition, ceremonies, dance, music, and most importantly, the food. Of course, society has tried to make me feel like I'm not Samoan enough or I'm not Black enough. It's just what our society does. Tries to put people in boxes that they may not fit. And baby, I don't fit. In my Samoan community, they'll look at my hair or my face or my skin and say, well, you don't look Samoan. And just based off of looks, they'll treat you different until I start speaking Samoan or doing or performing cultural activities in which only Samoans would really know and understand. In the Black community, I feel a little bit more in my skin because phenotypically I look Black. And it's not until we start discussing shared experiences that Black folks have that I may not have experienced because I grew up in a mostly Samoan household. So when I mention eating fauci or coco alaisa or just explaining different cultural ceremonies that I've participated in, then it's like, oh, you ain't black. Oh, okay. I knew there was something different about you. This doesn't really impact me now, but when I was growing up, all of us are trying to form our identity and who we want to be. And having voices coming at you from all sides saying, well, you ain't this and you ain't that, can create a complex in you. And I created a complex when I was growing up, thinking that every time I was in a Samoan space, I had to prove myself. I had to speak better, dance better, cook better, damn near think I had to breathe better just to be able to feel like I deserved to be in the spaces that I was in. If you're wanting to uplift Black experiences in your community, there's a couple things that you're going to need to do. First, have hard conversations. The first hard conversation you're going to have is with yourself. Recognize what you may do or what you may say that might be invalidating the people whose experiences you say you want to uplift. This may look like joining diverse or inclusive organizations that put you in activities in which you unlearn those behaviors. Or it may look like completing a preferred reading list where you can read and educate yourself on what it is the community has engaged, their history, and you might even find out that we share a lot of those experiences between the Black and Pacifica community. Second, have those conversations with your family. It doesn't have to be combative. It could just be you asking a question like, hey, why did you say that? Or it could be you taking your family members to those activities that you're joining as well. And speaking of activities, go out and support Black businesses, Black events, Black artists. You have to have relationships with these people in order for you to even be in a position to uplift them, because you have to understand what it is you're uplifting. Anti-Blackness in my community looks like parents warning their children who are going off to college or the military to not come home with a Black person. It looks like kids fearing to go out in the sun, not because it'll make them sick, but it'll make them darker. Anti-Blackness sounds like, in my community, the word meuli when addressing a Black or darker skinned person, when tangata uli would do just fine. When Black equity is achieved, I'll be able to go into a hospital and not worry that I'll have to advocate for myself because doctors and nurses won't believe me. because of their bias in the medical industry that says that, oh, black people don't feel as much pain as other folks, or because of racism in general. It'll look like walking into a city where I can invest in a black bank, go shop at a black grocery store, will be able to rent homes from black people or buy property. I won't have to seek those things out. Black equity, when it's achieved, would not have me to create a hashtag just so that I could get justice. Wouldn't have to have me and my people marching in the streets for things that we see, we have recordings of, we have eyewitnesses of, to be believed. It looks like not having bodies found behind a prison and a mother wondering where her son was. That's when black equity would be achieved for me. Black joy, black joy, black joy. Baby, let me tell you about black joy. Black joy can be anything, but to me, it's the state of truly being unbothered. Unbothered when someone is bird watching in Central Park. Unbothered when a group of folks want to get together in Oakland and have a barbecue. It's being able to be in any space, to participate in Comic-Con, to plant a garden, to do things that enrich your life and the people around you without being questioned, without having you to prove yourself or even to prove your existence in that space. And if you want to expand it, instead of being an obstacle to black joy, join it. And in that moment, you create relationships with black joy and you understand the value of it.